Hey guys, it's Wayne from WRPB and WRPB Studios. I gotta tell you, I have cats and I've had dogs. And I had a golden retriever, and he used to go in the bathtub and go in the lake and go in the pool. Great. But he shed a lot and he had to go to the groomer. No big deal. He was okay with it. Well, my cats have a different opinion. And finding a pet groomer that does dogs and cats and other animals is very, very difficult on the Treasure Coast. With me is Jessica Veach.
Hi.
Got it right?
Yep, that's correct.
From Treasured Pets Mobile Grooming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of the first questions I asked you in the green room was, do you do cats?
I do.
Okay, and the reason I asked that because I didn't see any scratches on your arms. Okay, cats got to be some of the toughest animals to groom.
Yeah, there's some are very difficult. Some are just go with the punches, and they just kind of lay there and purr, and they think it's a great time.
Well, you know what? I could take a brush to my cat and brush him, no problem. But man, if he goes near water, he's not a happy camper. But what he does is, if you're in the bath or in the shower, he'll go on the ledge of the bathtub and watch you. And then one day I came up behind him and I pushed him in. He was not happy. Just wasn't happy. And the other issue with cats is trimming their nails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they don't like that either. They're really picky. Cats are really picky animals. All right, so how long are you doing this?
I've been professionally grooming for 6 years. I groomed my Schnauzer before I became a professional groomer.
Oh, we're going to talk about that story in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, which will lead me into, why did you decide this path?
I decided this path because my first baby was Montana. He was a Schnauzer. He was my fur baby before I had my son. I got him while I was pregnant with him. And when I would take him to the groomer, his anxiety would get so bad to where he would come home and he would have a seizure. So I just decided to stop doing that, and I started grooming him myself, which eventually turned into a career.
Okay, so you're grooming your dog, and Schnauzers, okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, okay, with 1 being easy, 10 being difficult, okay, where does the Schnauzer fall in grooming level? Because he's got that, like, kind of mustachy beard, and he's got a lot of fur.
There's a particular cut, which is actually one of my favorite cuts, is a Schnauzer cut. But when you're dealing with Schnauzers and their feet and their nails, their feet are very cat-like, so they don't like those being touched.
Oh,
so.
Interesting. See, now I wouldn't know it. What's the hardest dog to groom?
Ooh, hardest as in style or as in difficulty?
Okay, so I'm going to guess. In style would be a poodle. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. No,
Okay.
I'm scissoring with that one.
Okay.
Your poodles, your doodles.
Right. Now everybody has this poodle doodle whatever. How about not in style? How about in like just regular grooming?
In temperament, some of my more difficult ones are Yorkies or Shih Tzus.
Okay. And the reason, one main reason I asked her that is because you guys were all over there going, she's going to say pit bulls. And no, pit bulls are not the answer.
Pit bulls are usually my favorite dogs to do. They're usually the best
People
ones.
don't understand that. It's really the owner, not the dog, that has the temperament.
I have to tell you about this one dog. So nobody else can do her nails because she was abused in the past. And not only am I able to do her nails, she's my nail model. So I paint like American flags on her nails and all kinds of crazy stuff. A pit bull.
Okay, so, and again, when I asked you that question, that those people were all thinking pit bulls. I had a Rottweiler and I had a Dobie. Okay. So everybody said, you got a Doberman. Oh my God. Well, I can tell you a story. When I had my daughter, my daughter was on the couch and I had friends come over and I wanted to show them the house because we just got it. We went upstairs. The Doberman sat at the edge of the couch and watched my daughter, okay, to make sure nobody would come near her.
Aww.
Ironically enough, his name was Caligula. Okay, what a weird name.
I can't imagine like trying to yell that out to call the dog Caligula, come here.
The other interesting thing about dogs in general is that you might think that they're docile and this and that, but I got to tell you, I had a golden that was very protective.
Mhm.
I'll tell you the dog I don't like, and I thought you would bring it up in grooming, would be a Chihuahua. Okay? Because they're, to me, some of the most vicious dogs
They
around.
have that Napoleon complex.
Right. I'm only 5'2". I get it, but I don't understand what's up with them. Plus, it's not a dog. I have cats bigger than that. Okay. Okay. So I call you up to do a groom.
Mhm.
What are some of the questions you're going to ask me before you come?
What kind of dog do you have? Are you aware that I am an in-home mobile groomer? Because there's a difference. Because there are mobile groomers out there that actually have a vehicle that they do the grooming in, to where I come out to the home, I set up on location and take care of all their grooming needs and clean up when done, whether that's driveway, garage, laundry room, kitchen, or bathroom. So I want to make sure that they're aware what exactly I do. And so I don't show up and they're expecting me to have a mobile grooming unit. I'm like, no, that's not who I am.
Okay. And I could be wrong, but I think having a mobile grooming unit is probably pricey.
Very much so.
And something pricey means that
I have to charge
your costs are going to be higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's just common sense. And I kind of get it, Do you think you'll ever go to a mobile unit?
Maybe eventually. It is a big investment, and it's not something that I want to get into a high overhead at the moment.
Okay. So I asked you what animal is tough to deal with. What animal is a pleasure to deal with? What dog breed is a pleasure to deal with?
Your pit bulls. I have quite a few poodles that are absolutely amazing.
They love to do it because they have this I'm better than thou attitude.
Yeah, I have Lancelot. He'll give me his paw. He's like, okay, shake my toes.
I'm like, I honestly, you guys have heard me before. I don't get it. I'm not a fan of a poodle, and they're very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm a golden retriever kind of guy. I think there's no better dog than a golden retriever. I would like an Alaskan Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they're like geniuses. Okay, in the dog breed.
But that's a lot of fur you got to deal with down here.
Right. Well, so golden are also pretty furry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Besides pit bulls, what other breed? Are the smaller breeds harder to deal with because they have that Napoleon complex?
It's relative to the dog, honestly. It's not. Well, all Shih Tzus are like this, or all pit bulls are like that. It's relative to the dog.
Okay, so you get to my house,
Mm-hmm.
and then we find a place where you're going to do this grooming.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a place that you prefer? I don't know your industry, but I think that the laundry room with a sink tub is probably the easiest.
The easiest
So you
for
don't have to
smaller
bend-
breeds.
Then you don't have to bend. Right, lifting that
If
big.
I'm going to be doing the Alaskan Husky or whatever, I'm not. Yeah,
you're not
I
gonna-
clean to an extent.
Okay.
So that would be better, outside, patio, garage, not near a pool, because it's going to fill the pool with hair.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's talk about cats for a second because I have a cat. Does it take longer to groom a cat than a dog? It's size-wise. So you got the same size dog as the same size cat because the cat makes his own decisions and does whatever they want to do?
Yeah, it just depends on how cooperative they are.
Oh, I don't know that cats are cooperative.
I have one that I just kind of roll over.
Really?
It's like, we're just going to do the other side now. It's okay.
And they're good with it?
Oh, yeah.
Again, temperament is different in all animals and within all breeds because you could find a pit bull that's sweet, and if it was brought up not properly, it will be very vicious. I don't buy into, its brain is bigger than its head and it makes it go crazy. I don't buy into those things, okay? Because in the real world, I see kids. Some kids are brought up properly, and some kids are brought up not properly. How many murderers are there? How many crazy people are out there? We talk about crazy people in the green room, okay? I have them here. It's really falls back to their upbringing. Okay, in my opinion. Same thing with dogs and cats and all kinds of animals. Have you done ferrets?
I've not done ferrets yet. I've
Okay, tell
done
me
guinea pigs. I've done the nails of bearded dragons. I've done a tegu's nails, which is a really large lizard as
Right.
well. So, yeah.
Are there any animals that you're afraid of?
No.
So it doesn't matter. You would do, like, I mean, you can't do a snake.
If you want me to come out and do your rat's nails, I'll come out and do your rat's nails.
Really?
Yeah.
See that, and that's good because most groomers that you're going to find are only going to want to do dogs.
Or small dogs, if that.
Right, and certain breeds. Again, we go back to the most work is the poodle. Okay, and is the most work the grooming of the poodle or the dealing with the owner of the poodle?
Most work is actually dealing with the drying of the dog, to be completely
Really?
honest with you. That's what takes the longest, is the drying process.
Because I know that poodle owners seem to be very picky about how their dog is going to come out.
Then you've never met somebody who has a coton de Toulier.
Oh my God! I first learned about a Malinois 5 years ago. Okay, so there's a breed I never heard of. What is it? What does it look like?
Malinois?
No, I know what that looks like. Other breeds that are rare that you mentioned.
The coton de Toulier is actually a breed that's native to Madagascar. It's actually known as it's a shipping breed, basically, because these dogs came from Europe and then ended up on ships and traveled to Madagascar. So that's where the breed kind of originated. Like your Havanese originated in Cuba, in Havana.
Are they big?
No, they're pretty small.
The other thing that gets me is when I go into a restaurant and somebody has their dog in a restaurant. And I love animals, but there are other people that have allergies, and you're bringing your pet in, and there's people that have allergies and can't breathe really well, and it's really about you and your dog. Now, if you want to sit outside on the porch, that's one thing, but outside, I don't get it. We're running out of time, but I want to talk about a venture that you're in, okay, and that's a product that you deal with. All right, so is the box there?
Yep.
Let's bring up this box. And it's called
Nevetica.
Nevetica. Okay, so it's a product box.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. And in here, let's take out things one at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this out. What is this?
That's fun. That's wet away. So if you have like a container of water,
Uh-huh.
this turns any liquid-based spill into a solid in 60 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, on carpet, on hardwood.
So if you have a dog that has an accident?
If you have a dog that has an accident, if you have a kid that throws up, if you have a husband that spills red wine.
Okay, I don't drink, but I have a wife that'll spill red wine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is good.
Sprinkle wet away on it, and it picks up the stain and the odor.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is, dental chews. So, and most people don't understand how important oral health is for a pet.
Yes, because a lot of your heart issues are linked to bad oral health.
And my daughter and her fiance, they had a bulldog. Bulldog? Yeah, bulldog. And he chewed on a kettlebell and lost all his teeth.
Oh, no.
Broke all his teeth. And they had to constantly take him to the vet because he would get infections. So oral health is very important. Start him off properly.
Yeah, I have that's just a small one. I have an Airedale that now has a heart murmur because he didn't have proper dental care.
And right, and I get it. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There's
8, 9,
16
10.
total.
That's easier. Okay, so this is, I don't have my glasses.
That is a multivitamin that helps support the brain,
I should have known that by
eye,
the smell.
heart, liver, and kidney function. And with dogs, the first thing to go is the liver and the kidney
Right.
function. So it helps support that.
Vitamins have a specific smell. Pet vitamins have a specific smell. And I can smell it through here. And, it's interesting how some of the dogs or whatever, okay, have no problem.
And it's a little treat.
Is it, right.
It's
some
soft.
Some love, and look at it like treats. And I had a dog, spit at everything that looked like a vitamin. And you put it in his mouth and maneuver it around and then spit it out. Okay. What's next?
Digestive support. I have a dog, Milo.
Right.
He's a golden doodle. He had a really bad double ear infection.
Right.
And the digestive support, his mom was already seeing results in about 7 days of taking this. Noticeable results from a natural supplement. Because a lot of your skin issues and your ear issues, like if your dogs are prone to constant ear infections, it has to do with their digestion.
This has to go to our camera lady because she's been having problem with her ear for a couple of weeks. How cool is that?
Calming support.
Okay, yeah, I have to ask you about this. And I know that you know the scenario. So this is calming support. July 4th comes. Does this help at all?
Yes, it does. It has the L-tryptophan in it, which is the enzyme in turkey that makes you tired.
Right.
And if anybody knows, July 4th is the one day a year where most pets actually go missing because of the firework issue. And if you give that to them about a half an hour before you know that there's going to be an episode that's going to cause anxiety, you can kind of nip that in the bud and then relax them ahead of time.
A question. I see a dog on the thing. Is there a separate box for cats?
There is not. Right now, we only have 2 cat products.
Okay.
This is a brand new company.
Oh, okay.
So the 2 cat products are the small dental chew and the CBD.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time. What's this?
Skin and coat. So your dogs that have your light skin issues, excessive shedding, kind of those problems. It really helps with.
Okay, and last but not least on this line?
That's the same as this. So this one's bigger.
Okay, cool.
Hip and joint.
Size matters. So here we go. Hip and joint.
Yes.
So hip dysplasia.
Hip dysplasia.
Is major with dogs.
Your luxating patellas.
All right.
I have a...
Big words. I'm not that smart. Okay, what is it?
The knee that pops in and out.
Okay.
I have a Pomeranian that's currently taking this because of her luxating patella. And what's different about our hip and joint is not only does it have the glucosamine, it has the MSM. This one has a special ingredient. It's called Pernicana.
Okay.
And what that is an edible shellfish found off the coast of New Zealand that has really powerful anti-inflammatory properties, they found out.
Okay, most of human beings' problems are inflammatory problems. So our pets need to have that protection too. Actually, you know, on all these labels is a dog, and the dog is smiling. Just saying.
And then this is the water additive. This goes along with the dental chews. The dental chews are more like your toothbrush. This is more like your mouthwash.
So this is the dog's version of Listerine?
Yes, you put like a tablespoon in their water bowl,
right.
And it helps with their dragon breath. And some people say that that works on spouses too. So just
for the morning?
Putting that out there because of the peppermint oil that's in it.
Okay. Is that a small bottle of this?
Yeah, that's a smaller bottle of this. This is our no rinse waterless shampoo.
Okay.
This is a thick foam.
Oh, wow.
And it smells like lavender because it has lavender oil. It has stabilized oxygen, and it has baking soda.
All right, so I spray this on, I rub it in, and it kind of not dries up, but it kind of...
It brings all of the dirt to the surface.
Really interesting. Okay, so now we're going to get into this last thing, which is like all over the place now, and it's CBD. Okay? And people praise it and praise it and praise it. I didn't do any research, so I don't know, but it's got to do some good because people are like all over CBD. Everywhere you look is a CBD place. All right, so cats and dogs?
Cats and dogs, yep. And it has the dosing chart on the back of it for the size of your dog. And this is a spray. It's not like a dropper like most of them are.
Right.
This is a spray.
In their mouth?
Yes.
What does it do?
It promotes healthy skin and fur. It promotes the anxiety issues.
We'd like to demote the anxiety issues, but that's a whole other story. Okay.
And it's really good for them too because it has the Alaskan salmon oil in it, which is different than a lot of your other CBDs.
Okay, so
it makes it taste better for the dogs to want to take it.
I think
on their food.
More issue would be cats because they're like super finicky, but they love salmon. Most of them love salmon until they become finicky. So this is a product that you carry, and it's called
Nevetica.
Okay.
And then my website is on the card.
We're going to go over that in 1 second. So let me ask you a question. Do you order the box like this, or you order piece by piece?
You would just order the products that you need, because we have, when you go on the site, we have a free pet assessment that you can take to find out what specifically your dog or cat might be in lack of, to try to fill those nutritional gaps in their diets.
Okay. I need Prozac for my cat. Do you sell a pack? No, but you have calming.
Yes, I have the CBD.
Oh, you also have the calming thing. Was
The
that
calming
for dog?
is for dogs. A lot of people have tried it on their cats. We cannot personally say
Right.
that it is for cats.
So the
but it can
CB
work on cats.
The CBD is really the route someone would go with a cat that's crazy.
Yes.
It's mine. Just saying. All right. How do people find you?
For Nevetica, it is treasuredpets.nevetica.com. And then again, you can take your free pet assessment, which is what the vet would usually charge you, like $90 when you come in the office to do. We offer that for free.
Okay.
And then for me, for grooming services, you can call or text me
But you at?
at 772-985-0187.
And they can find you on Facebook.
Correct. I am
On
on
the-
Facebook.
How do we find you on Facebook?
On Facebook, it's Treasured Pets Mobile Grooming.
With that, everybody, check her out. Check out the products, and we'll be right back.